The next thing I wanted to address was the conscious community, conscious rappers, and even mainstream rappers who are pissed off because they've been delivering this message for goddamn years now. You know what I'm saying? Same message. And now all of a sudden Jay-Z delivers this message.
You're talking about 444.
444.
Right.
Jay-Z now is at the starting, his album comes in at the beginning point of Public Enemy's career. Public Enemy been saying this shit, Brand Nubians, X-Clan, Poor Righteous Teachers, KRS-One, the list goes on and on of this message of responsibility, this message of family, this message of all of this. But for some reason, Jay-Z says this now, and now everybody's, it's the greatest thing since sliced bread. Part of the reason is because Jay-Z is that dude. I'm just gonna say it, Jay-Z is that dude. So for all you conscious rappers, look in the mirror and just accept you're not that dude, right? And I don't mean that in a negative way. I'm gonna explain to you what I mean, right? Everybody, we all grew up in the hood with a dude who played ball better than us, right? We all grew up with a dude who dressed better than us, had more swag than we did, you know what I mean? Got more girls than we did. He was just that dude. His swag was on that. Jay-Z is the one. Okay, there are millions of rappers, but why does Jay-Z resonate with so many? I'm gonna break that all down as best I can. Bob Marley was the one. Many niggas is doing reggae songs. Bob Marley, we recognize, is something about his energy, his vibration, his spirit, right? Because we understand we are spiritual, having a human experience, and that spirit and energy can use anyone that it sees fit to accomplish its specific goals, right? Jay-Z's flow from the beginning, you heard Reasonable Doubt. It changed the tectonic plates of your subconscious mind the minute you heard it. You knew this shit was something special, right? And when I say flow, I don't just mean his lyrics. I mean his walk, his talk, the way his hat is tilt. You know what I'm saying? We all have a flow about us. Some people's flow is stronger than others' flow. Now, with that being said, Michael Jackson was the one. Michael Jordan was the one. Being the one and having the necessary platforms to harness that one energy of two different things, right? Now, Jay-Z could have been nice and never left Brooklyn. However, when you heard Reasonable Doubt, and in retrospect, I said Reasonable Doubt was better than Ready to Die to me, because Ready to Die was from a street perspective. You know what I'm saying? A hustler. And Reasonable Doubt was like a boss. It was some boss shit from the beginning. Reasonable Doubt shows up, and it's from a boss perspective. And the minute I heard this shit, I said, okay, this shit right here is crazy, right? And that became, to me, the last remnants, you know, all about the Benjamins, all of that shit, Reasonable Doubt, to flush out any of that socially conscious aware shit. Even Jay-Z said, I used to rhyme like Common Sense. After 5 million sold, I ain't been rhyming like Common Sense, right? He didn't lie to you. He told you. You could deal with that how you want to deal with it, but he didn't lie, right? Ironically, now he's rhyming like Common Sense once again. But I say all of that to say Jay-Z's influence, right? It became clear that this dude had something. He had a magnetized energy to him that was quantum, right? You know how you can walk in the room and tell certain dudes can control the room. I remember walking in the room and meeting ODB and knew that this dude, I didn't know who he was. I could literally feel his energy. It was something special about this specific dude. Some of us have that. Like we mentioned before, we had dudes who could have went pro, this and that, but there are other things that must take place for these things to happen. The platform was set now, the template was set now We shelling out all that other shit. We're going to make some money off this shit. We're going to turn everybody into get money. And as a result, we have trap music. We got mumble rap. We got, all these things. None of them socially aware anymore about galvanizing our people. So Jay-Z became a pawn in that sense. Right? Now, when I say pawn, you think negative. You know what I'm saying? He's a puppet. Well, when you go to your fucking job at McDonald's and you flipping burgers, you a pawn too. Nigga, flip them fucking burgers so we can get these customers. So there's multiple layers to it. You cannot operate within the constructs of the matrix without being on their agenda in some capacity. You can say what you want to say. Jay-Z is a billionaire. That's not no fucking money. I'm going to say it again. Hove money is no money in the grand scheme of things. From a hood perspective, it's money hand over foot. But you got to broaden your perspectives to get this picture that I'm trying to paint for 444. Right? So, again, somebody had their hand up his back. He started promoting champagne. Or if he told you to change clothes, you put on a fucking button up. I knew Jay-Z had great influence when the towers fell on 9/11.
Elaborate, please.
I will elaborate. The towers come down. Boom. The world is in chaos because we are the empire state. We sit on a grid line that reverberates all around the world. Right?
Right.
Jay-Z's album Blueprint dropped the same day. That week he moved about 800,000 units. Right?
Yeah.
Just process that for a minute. That was my first moment to go, oh shit. This dude, because listen, you should be getting water. You should be preparing an exit plan. You should be, loading up your guns. You should be preparing. No. Niggas went and got the Jay-Z album. Put an L, popped up an L, and listened to the Blueprint while the world around them was technically collapsing. That, my friend, is power.